this is how it ties in, okay? I've got here, I'll write it on here. I've got here, every day I'll write this down. So if the stop loss is at, like, so look, this is how I've got it written above my head here, and I've got complete access to this all day, so I know exactly how many shares to buy depending on the stop loss. So if the stop loss was 11, you know, that stop loss up here is 7 cents, you know, that stop loss up there is 7 cents, and that stop loss there is 11 plus 1, 12 cents. 12 cents, you see? So say I bought a stock at $6,000, okay? So $6,000, okay. Oh God, I can't find my bloody phone, my calculator. Anyway, you can figure this out, okay? But look, if my account balance is $6,000, okay, I've got it written here. So you have to figure this out. If my account balance is $1,000, I've got $6,000 worth of buying power. This is what my stop loss will look like depending on, now this is what my position size, how many shares I'm going to buy, will look like depending on the stop loss. So there's a stop loss, so look, so stop loss, so if the stop loss is 0.04 cents per share, which means I would buy at 5.01 and sell at 4.99, so it would be 2 cents, you know. So I bought and that'll include the spread, and then another cent for fees. So that'll be basically the minimum. Oh no, 3 would be the minimum, because if I got in at 5.01, so after the spread, 3 would be the absolute minimum stop loss. Because so I got in at 5.01, and you know, the stock was at $5. I bought it for 5.01, and then I put a stop loss at 4.99. Then basically I would lose 3 cents per share, because I'd lose it. You know, it would go down to 4.99 from 5.01, and then I'd have another cent for fees, so that would be 3 cents per share. But that, I'm almost never going to do that. You know, you can do it, but anyway. So if it's 4 cents per share, look, I can buy 666 shares. If the stop loss is 4 cents per share, and that 666 is based on the highest price, so that's $9. So if it was at $9, I would only be able to buy 666 shares, if you see what I mean. So this is the key figure here, because this is the highest amount of shares I can buy, 666, with the account balance that I've got. That's the most shares I can buy, and that's why it's at $9. Okay, so that's and so if the stop loss was at 4 cents, I haven't even put 3 cents in there, because you know it's just too little a stop of 3 cents. I haven't even bothered writing that in there. So if the stop loss is 0.05 cents per share, sorry, per share, it should be PS up here. If it's 0.05 cents per share, then I buy 600 shares, and this is basically 3% of $1,000. This is my account balance, $1,000. You know, if I lose, so if you times 666 by 0.04, then you'll get about 30. You know, about $30. If you times 600 by 0.05, you'll get about $30. You know, so you see where I'm going with this. So basically, this keeps going up. So all I've got is this written in front of me every day. So I know exactly how many shares to buy depending on the stop loss, not depending on the price of the stock, because it's all stocks between $3 and $9, but depending on how big the stop loss is. So if I bought it at, so what is it? 0.6 is 530 shares, you know. So you can see that it's the stop loss which dictates the risk, you know. And that means, so if I do it this way, then on every single trade I take. So this is all ABC stuff, but I've had to give you this ABC stuff because this is supposed to be like at least marginally comprehensive, so that you can really get a true simulation. So if you can simulate this, you don't have to have money to do this, and especially if you're self-isolating, you know, you don't have to have money to do this. You can do this on your own steam. To create, you don't need a demo account either. You don't get a demo account on the broker, because the problem is, yeah, if you use like Plus 500 or Trading 212, the spreads are too big. they rip you off with the spread. So you see on that stock I showed you at the start, you know, on the broker, it was 1 cent per share, the spread. Yeah, if you've gone on plus 500 or trading 212, that spread wouldn't be 1 cent per share, it'd be about 4 cents per share. If you use a proper quality broker, those will be the type of spreads you're paying. So you're using trading 212 and plus 500, you're getting ripped off from the, you know, it's just so, anyway. But with F1 Trade, it's a true representation of what any decent, good broker. But the problem is with a decent, good broker that isn't a CFD broker, you have to have a minimum account balance of however many thousands. That's why these discount brokers are good, is because they're reflecting the actual price of the markets, and then eventually you are buying the underlying shares. So hopefully you're starting to see how that works now. Okay, so this, you might have to go through this video a couple of times, but just learn this, and this is all